Happy Saturday, everybody. It's 4 o'clock and the sun finally came out. I've been back and forth to return plumbing stuff to one store and get other stuff at another store. And I think I got it right now. It's such a pain in the ass. Anyway, I was under the kitchen sink last night. And I cut the pipes down in the basement under that, and now I gotta unscrew them out of the joists, and pull them up because I'm switching from PVC to PEX, which is different pipes, which means different connections, but the PEX doesn't freeze, so it's a good thing. It looks like this. It comes in different thickness or different widths and lengths, and red and blue for cold and hot. To make the connections with this stuff, you can't glue it. No glue will stick to it, so you have to use these things, which are PEX clamps. PEX clamps, so there's different sizes of those. So this pipe is a 1/2 inch, so these are 1/2 inch. And of course, you know, I initially started out with 3/4, which I got here, and it's the wrong size, and I can't return it because I already opened it. So I'm working on making up the new things, the hot and the cold with the shutoffs, so that I can yank the old ones up after I basically got to go under the sink, which I don't even fit under, and I've got to hack out the great stuff foam and then get to the screws to unscrew the fittings that are screwed into the joists, and then pull it all out, because I got to use the same holes, because the holes that were drilled for this hot and cold were drilled through the sill plate, I think, or just in front of the sill plate. I don't know. Oh, the door shut. I got the back door open here because it was getting sunny. So my kitchen table is full, and every chair is full of like 5-gallon buckets of different shit sticking out, pipes and tools and crap everywhere. But I'd like to get this done. So anyway, I made my list. I drew a drawing. Okay, I drew a drawing. Ta-da! And I found the parts at Lowe's, I think. Yeah. And of course, I get there, and one of the parts, the thing is empty. So I actually found a worker there that's an older gentleman who is a plumbing guy. So he actually helped me, because usually you can't find anybody there that knows what they're talking about. So anyway, that one shutoff thing that they didn't have, it said they had 24 in stock. The thing was empty, whatever. So he quickly came up with another suggestion, which I did. So I got a red pipe, a blue pipe, and I've got shutoffs that go on each end here, okay? And then from the shutoff, you've got a braided hose that goes up to under the sink into the hot water faucet and the cold water faucet. And what did I do with it? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm blathering because I'm half asleep. I haven't slept for crap. This is the old stuff. I had to go down there in the basement, and I had to squeeze in, like, cram in up on a ladder, cram in between pipe hangers and shit, and then go in there with this cutter to cut this, okay? This is the old stuff. This is what was leaking. These things, this is called CPVC, okay? It doesn't bend. You got to glue it. whatever happened with the power going out, even though I drained the shit, this froze or something cracked. So everything was leaking. So I had to cut this off. This goes to the supply line in the basement. Cut that off, and then here's the floor for the kitchen. So now I've got these pulled out from the basement, and the water shut off, of course. And then I've got under the sink, I've got the continuation of these that are grate stuffed into the wall way in the back of the cabinet that I got to do. So I got these out. All right. So instead of this stuff now, it's going to be this flexible PEX tube. Okay. And you can actually go 90 with this, 90 degrees. And I bought some, oh, they're here. You know, it could go 90, but to kind of ease up on that 90 degree, they have these things here that slip on, that give you, and I don't know where it's going to end up yet, so, but it gives you, you do it, and it gives you that, keeps that 90 degree bend on the pipe. Okay. All right, so I'll show you what I did so far. I really feel like, ooh, I'm on antibiotics too, so that makes me feel like crap. All right, so here's the cold water one, okay? So what I did is, this is the shut off, you know, the old, I'll show you the old crap. It's all nasty under the sink when I get it cut out of there. This is the new one, so I had to get this. And then this was all leaking too. All this was leaking under the sink. So I got a new hose, and this one, because it's blue, that goes, this goes through the floor, and then on off switch, and then this thing goes up under the sink into where it, and this is going to be a pain, goes underneath there to the cold water faucety thing, okay? And then there's that clamp I showed you, these clamps I had to get, so, because you can't glue this blue and red stuff. Here's these clamps. So if you see here, see the clamp here? And you have to use a special tool, which I bought. Okay, it's a crimper, but now I have it, so whatever. And then you slide that little clamp on, and then you squeeze this sucker until it goes shut all the way, and then it's really tight. So it's really tight on there. Okay. So that's the cold one. I'm fading fast, guys. And then, so that's the cold one. So here's the red one. And they sell this stuff in all different lengths here. So I'm gonna put one of these clamps on. Is this the right one? Yeah. Now it's getting cloudy out again. It was just bright sunny out there. But I want to, after I'm done with this, I'm going to go, because I heard out in the woods back there, that great horned owl again. So I want to go with my camera and see if I can find him. Because I own a lot of the woods back there, on the side and the back. All right, so you're going to put this on here. Put that on, slide that on wherever, okay? And then, remember I told you there was a part that it said that they had a whole bunch online, but then when we got there, the thing was empty. This is what I got. This is the other shut-off switch, okay? This goes from a PEX, which is this pipe, and then I'm going to connect it to the other braided hose. But this is different because that part that wasn't there has two, you know, it goes to the PEX, but then it has two instead of one here. It has two, because I got to have one to go to the sink, and then the other one goes to the dishwasher. There's another braided hose, okay? And when I say braided hose, I mean this junk, this stuff here, okay? Braided hose. So they didn't have any of those, so the guy Walter suggested, okay, you're going to do this, and then you're going to add this thing, okay? and that'll give you your two feeds. All right, so here's this. This is 1/2-inch PEX. This is how it goes on. This goes into the pipe. Okay. Gotta kind of cram it in there. There, see, into the pipe, and then you slide this thing up there. Okay. And you want to leave a little space. You don't want to go all the way to the end. You want to leave a little space. I'm going to turn this just to get it out of my way. All right, and now I got to use this clamp. And I can definitely see like me breaking a rib doing this stuff. All right, so you're going to go like this with this tool. So I've got it there. So now you got to squeeze with 2 hands. It's very you got to do it all the way shut. You can't go halfway. All right, so it's all the way shut, okay? All right. So there, on. See it? No leaks, no glue, no whatever, okay? And then this thing, this brass fitting, is a compression fitting. This thing I'm going to add on, okay? Which means you don't use Teflon tape or rope or anything. Whoops. No Teflon tape, no rope. Of course, do I have scissors out here? No. Where's my knife? This table is full of stuff. Oh, God. Well, I'll use this. This is a pipe cutter. This is what I was up on that ladder, sticking my arm and my body in there trying to cut the old crap out. I'm going to use this to cut this open. Oh, this works good. Stuff gives me anxiety because I think about in my head like, okay, I got to do this, I got to do that, where's this? You know? All right. So this is going to go there. All right. So this, we don't need this. This comes off here, okay? And there's a compression ring there. I'll show you. I got to get a better camera set up. This is a compression ring. See it? Looks like a ring, like on your finger. This goes into the nut. And when you screw something like that in, it compresses it and makes it, keeps it from leaking. But I don't need that because this has one on it, okay? Is there a washer in there? I don't know. All right, so I'm doing this, and I'm going here. It's very floppy. And then when you thread something, you want to go backwards first to make sure you don't wreck the threads, you know. All right, so that's on there. So let's see if I, no, of course not. Of course not. And my socket set's in the car. So we're just going to use this sucker. All right, so you want to get this tight. Can't get a grip on it. Let's use this one. As you guys know, I'm still off. I'm not working Monday. They're still waiting for stuff to come in, so you know what? It gives me time to do this crap. And I still got to do the stuff on the van with the codes, you know. All right, ready? See how I do this? I'm going to hold this against my neck. Okay, that didn't feel good. Oh, it is good. Okay. There. All right. This a long time. Look at, I got my name etched in there. See it? It's backwards, but all right. So hot water comes up from the basement, goes through the floor, through that hole, on off switch, and then this thing is gonna hold this. Oh, wrong one. There it is. This is going to hold this sucker. They make these in different lengths. This one, see how it says faucet? They have ones for faucet. This is a 30-inch. You know, I could have gone with a 24, but they didn't either make 24 or they didn't have them. And the next size down was 20, and I really didn't measure the old stuff, so I just went with the 30. To make sure that I would reach where I had to go. Another thing too now I got to do is I got to pull out, which is not just like sliding out, but I got to physically pull out the dishwasher, as in, you know, take covers off and stuff, and then unscrew shit, and then pull it out and see what's going on, because that was leaking through the basement too. Yeah, so I gotta see. I got the info on that. I took a picture of it at Lowe's, but I didn't buy it because I told the guy I gotta get that. I gotta get the dishwasher out first. I hate having to learn all this. I mean, I don't like it, but it's like a puzzle to me, trying to figure shit out. But it'd be nice to have somebody that freaking would do this shit. All right, so this is going to the hot water faucet, to the sink, like up underneath where the actual faucet is. So this is going to go on the top here. Okay. And again, no Teflon tape because it's a compression fitting. Yeah. See how it says, here, I'll show you. See what it says, the 3/8 COMP, that's compression, okay? And this is standard. It's 3/8 on this end, and then 1/2 inch for where it connects to the sink underneath. So this thing is where the hose comes in from the dishwasher, and it gets the hot water through here to the dishwasher. But that's where I gotta see if it's leaking behind the dishwasher. And that's that's like a special hose. That's what I took a picture of at the store, but I didn't buy it. So technically, I can't really turn on the water. You know, once I get these things in, I can't turn on the water because it will spew out of here, okay? And I don't really have a cap that fits that. I can't just put tape on it. I mean, I have caps, but they're not the right size, and they're not threaded and all that shit. So, once I get all this shit in, I gotta pull that dishwasher out. Another thing I have to do is level my fridge, because I have a fridge and a freezer that go next to each other. You may have seen it before. And the fridge is like a little low. I'll show you right now. And it's not easy. It's not like I can lift it myself. See those two handles on the fridge right there? One's a fridge and the other one's a freezer, and they butt up against each other. But I noticed at the top there, one's a little lower and higher, and it does have adjustable feet. But I can't just, you know, turn a screw and it raises it up. I have to physically lift up the fridge. Did I scratch that? Shit. You know, I have an aluminum bar here. I've got crowbars and shit, but that's not a big deal. This is real fun, right? It's fucking real bullshit. Can't even see what I'm doing, can you? I'm just tightening this hose to this thing here. Stinks because under the sink it's got two doors and then a separator in the middle, and it's like you'd have to be like a freaking stick to fit your body into one side under there. So I have to lay on my side to get back there. All right. Good. I think so. All right. So, and this is going to be a pain in the butt because this is way back in the cabinet and then up. All right, so there we go for that. And then this is just a standard length. So then, you know, this, I get the old shit out. I shove this down in the hole, this red thing down in the hole to the basement. I hook all this crap up to the sink. And then I'll be able to measure to get into the main line how long I got to make this and cut it. Okay, and then to do this, because you can't use glue with this, I'm connecting this PEX to the C PVC, all right? So I'm using these, which I know they're expensive, but there's no other way to do it, you know? Normally, you would do your whole plumbing job in one or the other. But of course, you know, I have copper in the old part of the house. I have this CPVC shit that cracks when it freezes, I guess. From, what, 10 years ago or so? No, it was more than 10 years ago. I don't know. And now I'm switching to this, parts of it, okay? So this is the connector here. All right. So this will go, I got to put it in the hole first, and then this will go on the end of that wherever, and then it'll connect into the main lines. And ideally, I would I'd get a big roll of this shit and redo the whole, it's all underneath, see here behind me, there's the kitchen, whoops, the kitchen. And then beyond that, see that door right there? That's the bathroom and the laundry room. Okay, and then there's the outdoor hose there. But I basically cut the lines to all that so I can finish this kitchen sink and the dishwasher first. One cool thing is that my ice maker didn't screw up, because that would have been a real super duper pain. So done with this. The tree guy never called me back, too. All right, so, ta-da! All right. That's it for now, guys. Look at all this crap here. Can you see? Look at all this shit. Shit. Good. All right. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to drink my passion fruit tea and go see if I can find that great horned owl. He's the one that goes, whoo, 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 whoo. Okay. That's my day. Yay, team.